Hello viewers, welcome to Astro Intelligence videos. Today's video is in English for English viewers. And today's video will be very short video as I will be giving you a snapshot technique for Ketu. As Rishis has laid great emphasis on the placement of Ketu in your horoscope, but we know that Ketu is a headless entity, so it will be very difficult for Ketu to express itself straight away. But when Rishis laid very strong emphasis on the placement of Ketu, so definitely there should have been certain aspects which are not available to us. In today's video, we will discuss small portion of that and I will be giving you that snapshot technique. As far as Ketu is concerned, Ketu is the latter half of Rahu, or you can say that this is the south node. And everybody knows that head belongs to Rahu. So Ketu is a headless entity. Secondly, Rishi said that from Ketu you can come to know all the past life things. So it gives some importance to Ketu, that our past can be expressed through Ketu. Simultaneously, Rishi said that Ketu is a flag. It's the highest position. That means Ketu placement is the highest point where you should be starting your journey in your horoscope. So, if we take Ketu, why it is highest? As Ketu is a flag, and flag is always posited on the most important buildings of your country. Either you will be getting a flag on religious temples. Second placement can be educational institutes. Third, most important, that is the place of the power. That means either on the rooftop of president of the country, or if we talk about those Vedic eras, then you can have flag on ashrams, on temples, and on king's palaces. So, flag is the most important place. So, wherever Ketu is placed or present in your chart, it is the most important place of your chart. As Ketu gives you some insights from your past life. Definitely, everybody will be interested to know how that person was in his previous life, how we fared, whether we fared badly or we excelled in our previous life. But, friends, note down this thing that Ketu, wherever Ketu is placed in our chart, it's the straightaway point from where we left our life from our previous life. That it's the stepping stone or the starting block of present life. But as it's gonna give you some insights from your past, it acquires importance. So, how it will express? Now we will understand that thing as a snapshot technique. Wherever Ketu is placed, for example, you can take that my Ketu is placed in my fifth bhava. I am a Libra ascendant, so my fifth bhava will be Aquarius. So now you can easily see this thing that my journey from my previous lives was on Aquarius ground. That means those researching areas I had been exploring in my past life. Simultaneously, my journey was to get that divine nectar. So, placement of Ketu is telling me this thing. But as this is the fifth bhava of my chart, it will be available for expression through my kids. So, whenever that expression was available, my Ketu was activated. And Ketu's natural activation age is 52 years. So, during 52nd year of your life, definitely something will be happening in your life when you will be experiencing certain things for that trigger to happen, which will clearly start expression of your Ketu. In my life, definitely this thing happened. So my Ketu started its expression through my sun. Now, first of all, what you have to see the fourth bhava from Ketu. In my chart, fourth bhava will be eighth bhava. And eighth bhava, you know that my Sukh Sthan is my meditation. I am seriously going towards those spiritual practices so that I can culminate the karmic portion of life, so I can move to different loka. This is my ambition. Everybody has this ambition, but this is my ambition and it gives me a sukha. That is why I can meditate for hours at a stretch. And this bhava is having Taurus Rashi in my chart. So I'll have to do these meditative practices sitting at home. Now, very important thing. Now see the fifth bhava from the placement of Ketu. That gives you indication of what kind of education you will be getting in this present life. In my chart, fifth bhava from the placement of Ketu is my ninth bhava, where Mars is posited. And you all know that I am a dental surgeon by profession. Otherwise, also you can say that Mars is placed in my destiny bhava. So, by destiny, I was made a dental surgeon. Now, see a very important position, that is 10th bhava and 11th bhava. 10th bhava will be giving you insights for what kind of work or what kind of profession you will be taking in this present life. And 11th bhava from the placement of Ketu will be giving you fulfillment of desires. In my chart, 11th bhava from Ketu is my third house, where Jupiter and Saturn are placed. It gives a very good combination for Dharma Karma Yuti. And you know that this is a very good placement for becoming an astrologer. Now, a very important thing from the placement of Ketu, that is your Shakti Sthan, from where you are getting strength. That is only available in your 7th house. From the placement of Ketu, Rahu is always placed in its 7th house. And this is the Shakti Sthana, because Rahu is giving you your insights for your future. You are getting information of your past life from Ketu, from where direction is given for your future, and that is your Rahu. In my chart, it is my 11th bhava of the chart, where Rahu and Moon both are together. It gives a very strong Shakti Yoga. So now you can understand how we have to see from the placement of Ketu. And this is a snapshot technique. And you will not believe how much information you can gather from this simple placement of Ketu if you really look deep into the bhavas from the placement of Ketu. So, friends, this video was specially made for my friends who had been pushing me hard that I should be making videos in English. From now onwards, you will be getting videos in both the languages, in Hindi as well as in English. As you know, friends, that my video is incomplete without my request to you that this Astro Intelligence channel is not my channel, it is your channel, from where you are always getting authentic Vedic astrology knowledge. So, please share it so that this channel reaches every home of this world. So every home will be having that Jyoti of the Jyotish. That light will be giving you enlightenment for your life. And another request, those spectators who want consultation from me, or they want to have education from me, or somebody wants to have alignment with me for research work, all are welcome. And to contact me, my phone number is 9881 Through this phone number, you will connect to my son, and through him, you will be having direct access with me. So, friends, have a good day. Om Shanti.